In today's video, we're hunting down pike and perch in an urban environment, because apparently that's cooler, while simultaneously testing the cheapest...
Oh, no, we're not doing that this week.
Oh, it's not the cheapest?
No cheap stuff.
We're not doing any kind of...
No
nothing?
Timu,
No
Amazon,
cheap
no
stuff?
Wish,
Oh.
No.
I'm snagged anyway, this isn't actually a fish. I've only got today to catch.
So I'm now at the location for today's session, and I've actually got two rods set up today, one of which is dedicated pike setup, and the other one is my really light action little drop shot rod. Now I'm not actually going to be drop shotting, I'm just going to be using earthworms, ones that I dug up from my garden yesterday actually, and it's really nice to see that my compost heap is extremely healthy because it was full of earthworms. So all I've done is tied on a hook straight onto the main line of that one. I'm going to go around this little marina and just start dropping worms in, and hopefully we'll pick up a perch or two. Once we've got a couple of those under our belts, hopefully I'm going to come back, pick up the pike rod, and then head off again with the pike rod, and hopefully we get something a bit bigger on that rod. But for now, I just want to see what's in here. I've heard there's a good stock of pike and potentially perch, so let's find out if that's actually true, because my track record of perch and pike fishing isn't the best.
During this trip, I spoke to several locals who told me this marina used to be full of boats and the canal was regularly maintained. But the last couple of years, the boats have gone and the canal has been left to its own devices. So let's see what still lurks within. Oh, yeah! Hey, first perch. Oh no! I touched it, that counts.
I am indeed. I've only been here 10 minutes, had one, so good start. And a bush.
Yes, tiny one. Oh, that's terrible netting. Well, he's only teeny. They count all the same. Let's bring him closer and closer. There we go. Thank you, buddy. Oh, and I still got my worm. So it may look a bit awful. It's probably because it is. But I have just also added a little jig head just to get it down a bit lower. So I've not got my drop shot stuff with me. So I've just put a little 2 gram jig head on with the worm, and that's actually working. So it looks pretty awful, but it's had 2 bites so far. Oh, that's a better one. Hey. Oh, that's a good one. It's a chub, that's why. Hey, not what I was expecting today. I got a little chub. Now the hook's come out of the net for me. Oh, brilliant. I went a bit high pitched there, but did not expect a chub. I came here because this sort of area is perfect for perch. They love structure, ambush spots, and clearly this little chub like the look of this area too. Oh, mega. I'm happy with that one. So that's 2 species already today. I've only been in this spot about 30-40 minutes. Brilliant. And back he goes. Well, where there's one, there can sometimes be multiple. Still got my worm. Got him. Hey, I saw him chasing it. Again, only small. Come on, buddy. Oh! But, there you go. Not the most graceful of releases, but he's back. But before we carry on with the fishing, I want to take a quick moment to thank the sponsor for today's video, Lytmi, and more specifically, Lytmi's Cozy Fit open earbuds, which I'm wearing right now. Believe it or not, I do have ears under this massive hair.
Now, I listen to music all the time, whether I'm at home or in the car, but the one place I don't listen to music is when I'm fishing, for two reasons. One, I don't want to subject everyone else around me to my music taste, which is heavy metal predominantly, but two, I don't want to cut myself off from the surrounds. I still want to know what's going on all around me, whether that be a bite or fishing somewhere like this, or I want to know who and what is around me. And the Lytmi Cozy Fit earbuds I'm wearing right now solve both these issues. And these are an ultralight earbud at just 0.23 of an ounce and feature a durable wire inner frame for a secure fit. But this is paired with a soft liquid silicone outer, so they're super comfortable and stay on, even when you listen to music like me. I was going to film this on the bank, but there were lots of people around. See, lost my glasses. And these are still in. And due to the fact that they're open ear, they don't plug my ears and I don't have big headphones going over them, means I can still hear the surroundings. So right now I'm listening to Parkway Drive, but I just heard my lure go out. I can hear people walking around. So it's the best of both worlds. Now, when it comes to sound quality, I'm not going to lie, it takes some getting used to, because unlike conventional earbuds or headphones, I can still hear everything else, but there's still a really crisp sound and a decent bass considering they're not plugging my ear canals. And when it comes to runtime, you've got 8 hours per charge, but with the charging case, that can be boosted to 30 hours. And another cool feature is that these are IPX5 water resistant, so it easily handles rain, splashes, or the occasional dip in the lake. Now, these are available in either black or beige for just £32 on the Lytmi website or on Amazon, and check the links in the description below. But use code Nuffinbutfishing and you get 10% off. However, if 10% off isn't enough, Lytmi are also giving a set away for free within this video, along with a bigger giveaway that I'm going to be doing towards the end of this video. Stay tuned to find out how to get involved and what else is up for grabs. Should we carry on fishing? Well, the perch fishing has been far from prolific. That's certainly not the descriptive word I'd use for the last hour or so, but I have had a few, so I've set out to catch a few perch and I've done so, and we had that bonus chub, so I'm really, really happy about that. I've come back to the car, put the rod in the car because I snapped up for the second time, and rather than just re-rigging up and go around catching a few more of the small perch, which I'm sure I'll be able to, I want to try and have some bike. And also I've just had some lunch, nice and healthy lunch, to make sure that I'm at my fittest for the afternoon, because I'm probably going to put in quite a few steps now with the pike rod, keep it mobile. I'm going to start with the Marina, as I've already started here with the perch, but not on this bank. I'm going to go on the other side, make my way down there and all the way down the canal, which is further up. So rather than just focusing on the basin here and the docks, or Marina, whatever you want to call it, I'm then going to go to the canal where actually the lock gates and goes up much narrower. Hopefully, being a narrower area, the pike might be more condensed if I struggle in here. If I have loads in this area, then of course I'm going to stay here, but the way my pike fishing has gone recently, I doubt that's going to be the case. But I'm not going to catch them sat in the boat with my car talking, so let's get the pike rod and get moving. The setup that I'm using for the pike is a setup that you've already seen on the channel when it comes to the rod and reel. This is the Temu setup that I use, but what I am changing is the hook bait, or the lure that I'm using. So there you are, you should be able to see that. This is what I'm pretty sure is called a spinner or a spoon, something like that. It's got one set of trebles on the bottom, but it's really, really in your face, lots of movement, and it flashes light all over the place, because this little bit here, which I'm pretty sure is called the spoon, is reflective on one side, it's like a polished mirror look, and the other one is sort of silvery with a bit of a blue tinge, scale pattern. That pattern I think is probably doing nothing, because the rate this spins at, you can't see any kind of definition. It just spins around really fast around this central bit, which is sort of like a brassy, bronzy gold with what looks like a pretty much semi-see-through red inner. But yeah, I'm terrible at the names of things. It makes a bit of noise, as you can hear. Should make vibration in the water, but more importantly, it's reflecting light all over the place when that spins through the water really quickly. This is what I'm going to stick with for now, but I have got other lures with me. I've got some plastic, lots of movement ones, the ones that I got with the Temu set, and I've also got some rubber lures, I think are, from memory, Corum ones. They're more rubber, realistic feeling ones. There's a roach, a perch and a goldfish replica in that pattern or that sort of makeup, but I'm going to stick with this for now. I bought this in the Netherlands last week, didn't actually use it, so I want to get something on it today. And whilst I was out in the Netherlands, a little plug for last week's video, I caught the biggest fish I've ever caught. We went sturgeon fishing, so if you haven't seen that video, wait till the end of this one and go and watch that, or it'll pop up at the end of the video. But for now, let's keep walking up and down. Quite weedy here, so I'm going to probably miss some of this, carry on up and then onto the main canal further up. But I'm hopeful that this little setup will do the job. Well, that's now a full lap of the marina completed with a 50% success rate. I had the perch at the start on that setup, so I call that a tick and a success. Then switching over to the lure setup and covering the next half of the marina, I haven't even had so much as a follow. So as it stands, the pike are still eluding me, but I'm not going to call it quits there. I am going to continue down the canal, which is just behind me. So it's a narrower volume and body of water, which I can cover the lure rod much easier, because here, although I'm sure there's stacks of fish in here, my lure rod isn't casted at distances. I'm not covering all the water that the pike could be sitting. So I'm going to up my chances of catching when we go into a body of water, which I can cover more of with my setup. Change of plan, much shallower than I thought, way more sticks and debris that keep getting snagged on, so I'm going to go back to the marina. Definitely nothing to do with that sign. Well, we're back at the car and I've got a bit of a dilemma. What do I do next? Because I've been persevering with the lure rod for the last couple of hours with not so much as a follow until I got to this side of the marina, but the follows were from little perch. And I've only got about 30-40 minutes of daylight left. Do I switch back to my light action drop shot rod and use the rest of the worms I got from my garden up? Because they've had a little journey here today. I'm not going to take them back. I might as well use them up, and I'm pretty much guaranteed some bites. I think this is perfect time for perch as well, just as the light levels drop in. Or do I stick at it with the lure rod and hope that a pike comes along? What happens in the next clip will be your answer. Both. I'm going to use up the worms and chuck this around in a few likely looking spots as well. Let's go, half an hour to go. Right, I'm going to start by this lock, although it's completely in disrepair. It's a good little bit of structure that the perch might hang around. And that brings the session to a close. Unfortunately, it's been a bit of a grueler today, but that's just how fishing is. And sometimes I think we can all get caught up in this world of social media and YouTube where all you ever see are the highlights, all the big fish people are catching, when in actual fact, days like this are just as common, if not more so, for a lot of us. So it is what it is. I caught some perch, I caught a little chub. Would have loved to have something bigger. I saw some pike this morning actually. What you haven't seen is before I got to here, I stopped off at another spot on the way here and there was plenty of pike there, but could not get a bite. So let me know in the comment section below, what should I do? What should I change? What lure should I use? What tactics should I try? Because I love perch and pike, but they seem to be kicking me in the nuts quite a lot at the moment and not wanting to play ball for the cameras. So let me know what you think I should do next. Maybe it's dead baiting or something just a little bit different for them. But the one other thing to cover before I end off the video is the giveaway. Of course, Lytmi, I've offered up for grabs one of their Cozy Fit headphones. So again, massive thank you to them for getting involved with that. But I'm going to chuck in an additional thing in this giveaway, which is a session with me. Now, hopefully that didn't stop any of you from entering, but if you don't want that part of it, that's absolutely fine. But I am getting quite a lot of messages now, more and more, of people wanting to go fishing with me, maybe to learn stuff or just generally have a session with me. So why not offer that up as one of the giveaways as well? Like I said, if you don't want to fish with me, that's fine, but it's part of the giveaway as well. So all you got to do is comment on the video down below. This is going to be just run on YouTube and the winner will be announced 2 weeks after the posting of this video. So that's earbuds and a session with me up for grabs. That's all you got to do. And of course, subscribe to me if you haven't done so already. Like the video if you did, and hit the bell icon for hopefully more fish field videos in the future. There will be more videos in the future. Just the hopefully bit was the fish field. But I've enjoyed myself. It's been a wonderful location, somewhere different to try. Time to head on home. I would say warm up. I got 6 aside tonight. I'm rabbiting on because I feel like I've got to bulk out this video with some kind of content. Oh, my keys are in the boot. That could have been a worrying end to the session. Right, I am off now. Ta-da.